Hey guys, welcome to another T-sportline installation video. Today, we're going to show you how to install your very own CarPlay screen in your Tesla Cybertruck. Let's see what comes in the kit. We have our CarPlay screen, our screen bracket. This is going to mount right underneath the infotainment screen, and it'll have two positions, a high and a low position. That will put it farther or closer to the infotainment screen. We have some silicone-backed adhesives, a small screwdriver, and some hardware. Depending on which kit you'll get, you'll receive either an OBD2 powered USB-C or a long USB-C cable. We've designed this bracket with two different mounting points, a low mounting point and a high mounting point, depending on how much space you want between the CarPlay screen and the infotainment screen. Now that we've seen everything that comes in the kit, let's hop into the install. Grabbing our screen with the power button up and our bracket with the tab sticking out, we can mount our screen to our bracket using the supplied hardware. Again, you can either choose a lower mounting position or the higher mounting position. I'm gonna go with the higher. Hopping in the car, we can get our infotainment console prepped for the bracket. We're gonna grab our silicone-backed adhesives. These are gonna be on the sides of the column of the infotainment screen to prevent the infotainment screen column from being scratched. The two silicone-backed adhesive strips are gonna go on the column. Back here, you'll be able to find the infotainment screen's column that connects the screen to the dash. Our bracket uses geometry to essentially clamp around this column. So we'll wanna use one of our pieces of silicone-backed adhesives to basically protect the plastics here. We already have one mounted in, but essentially you're going to lay up your silicone-backed adhesive just like that. We'll do the same thing for the other side. With a silicone-backed adhesive on both sides of the infotainment column, we can grab our bracket and prepare for it to be mounted. Note that due to some build variation in the distance between the dash and the back of the infotainment screen, you might need to apply the extra adhesive-backed foam piece to this part of the bracket. We'll just remove the backing and place it right in the middle. From here, we're ready to mount our bracket. We'll take our bracket, slide it up from under, and we'll just slide the bracket up until it pops into place. For this install today, I'm going to show you how to install the OBD2 powered USB-C cable. I like to start from the screen and work my way backwards. Starting out at the screen, I'm going to route our wire up and above the bracket, like so, and go all the way over. From here, you can pop the bracket back into place. We'll then find the bottom of our dash mat. We have a white dash mat, and we're gonna tuck it right between this trim panel. I'm gonna follow the contour of the steering column. Over here, tuck under that dash pad. So get about right here. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna remove this piece and plug that in to help us hide the rest of the wire. This trim piece here has two pins coming out like this and two pins coming out like this. You can remove it by either pulling at this bottom tab, creating space for your fingers, and popping out the trim piece as so. Or you can work from the weather strip side to pop out these two and then pull the trim piece off out. So here, gonna round our wire up, and then hopping down to the left side of the driver's footwell, we can find our OBD2 port. We're gonna wanna make sure that our plug's in the O position and plug it on in. We'll then wanna route our cabling to the side of this paneling where we'll pull up and join the other wire. With both wires tucked in, we can coil the excess wire up, zip tie if you have it, or cleanly place it in the panel. And with the wires hidden, we can reinstall our trim panel. And just like that, you have your very own CarPlay screen in your Cybertruck. If you were going to use the different powering method using the rear of the center console, we'll walk through that path right now. So now that we're here at the rear of the center console, we can find our USB-C ports. We're going to plug our cable in, and the routing is just we're going to pull it down to the bottom at the base of the console and tuck it a little bit underneath the front seat, and then run it across all the way to the side trim panels that are on the door adjacent to the driver's seat. So starting here, we'll be able to tuck the wire underneath this trim all the way across. You can use your hands. If you need a pry tool, you can grab a pry tool. It's helpful to get under some of this trim, pop it up if needed, and we'll continue placing the wire underneath this trim panel until we hit the path of the OBD2 power cable. We can then follow that path all the way to the screen. We can connect to CarPlay and Android Auto from the main interface, clicking CarPlay and following the steps to connect to Bluetooth. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy your very own Cybertruck CarPlay screen. Catch you on the next one.